Viewers, hello, welcome out to an episode of Graham to Glory. And will we have some more glory today? Let's hope so. We kick things off then. It's Danny Graham and Charlie Austin up front. Of course it is. Last episode, of course, at the end of last episode, we played Storage and Ali up top together. We've moved Ali slightly further back. Hopefully he'll still have quite a big impact on the game. But no, the front two are back as they were. Mitchie and Welbeck up top for our opposition today. Essen FC. They've got Sahara on one side, Walcott on the other. So quite a pacey lineup. And a couple of lone players in there as well as the game's begun. We start off then with a Cazorla free kick. Now, is that saved or is it at the post? I'm not too sure. Doesn't go in though, regardless. And it's nice to have him in. Obviously, since the loss of Fabregas, we've been needing someone to step up for us, and Cazorla's done just that. But it was Dele Alli with the first goal of the game. Cazorla himself puts the corner ball in, and Dele Alli rises highest. Him and Michael Keane there celebrating together very affectionately, which is what you like to see. But it's good. Not only is Dele Alli very good on the ball, quite a physical presence as well. His heading ability clearly isn't too bad either. He brings the keeper out, which I've got to say, foolish move on your part, mate. And Dele Alli punishes him for that. So we take the lead after 21 minutes, 1-0, and you can see our name is all perfect now, which I quite like. Danny Graham then races through and doesn't quite get the finish. A good save from the keeper, Charlie Austin. He works it. Can he work it? Not quite. Keeper actually makes the save and goes behind for another corner. So Cazorla's on it. We're seeing him from one side. What about the other? Whips the ball in. Foul in the middle maybe, but it doesn't matter. Dele Alli, again, second header of the episode. I mean, who was expecting it? I'll say this much, not me. Celebrates wildly. Captain's armband for him as well. Even at a young age, I feel like he's ready for the responsibility. We could give it to Danny Graham, but based on that little hop, skip and a jump, I don't think he's cut out for the role just quite yet. So at half-time then, 2-0, two headers, a good format. You know, it's a nice way to score a goal. And so far, it's seeming to be dominating the game as well against Certi FC, actually, as we resume the match. 3-2-1, there we go. And it was Austin playing in Alberto Moreno, who I've got to say this, and Alberto gets a lot of stick. He does some nice things. You know, he's very quick, decent on the ball. Danny Graham, though, getting a little bit fortunate. We're excited here. What's he going to do? He's saying, this is where I stand. Yes, look at my fists. Oh, I've got big fists. But calm down. Not looking for a fight. All right, he's a lover and a fighter, Danny Graham. He's ready at all stages of his career to be ready for any sort of action that might come his way. But yeah, a tap in for him there, bit of a deflection, and he looks pleased with himself there. Yeah, I've done a good job. He's thinking. I don't know why I've got sort of the inside monologue of Danny Graham's mind here. Oxlade-Chamberlain now makes his way forward. It's saved, and look at that, Charlie Austin, reflexes of a cat, gets on it like nobody's business, pulls out the Robbie Keane-esque celebration, which I've got to say, Robbie Keane, I've not seen him do that for a while, and it's been in the game for about 5 years now, but he paused the game. I thought he was quitting. He didn't quit, but what we did get was 10 minutes of lag, in which eventually the connection was lost. Now, I don't know if he did that on purpose, hoping that I would just leave, but it didn't work. I was falling up, and Speed Demon, well, he sped his way out of there, and that did, in fact, secure us a league title. You'll see it here in just a moment. 15 points, 5 wins, looking very good. And the title comes home to Danny Graham FC, which is not the name of the team. I don't know why I've called it that. But 3,000 coins to win that title, which meant 2 players could be signed. Of course, the promotion indicates a 2-player purchase. And I was sticking with that Spanish theme. Fatolo didn't have long left on his contract, so I thought, right, we're going to have to get someone in to play that role. And Deulofeu, who was obviously formerly of Everton, more recently at Barcelona, comes in. And at right back, Kieran Trippier does a fine job, but I thought, you know what, we need a backup to the backup. And Cedric comes in at right back as our Premier League option. Of course, we're getting away from the English thing a little bit, going slightly more Premier League with some of our signings. Got a few coins and whatnot as well here and there, contracts, because you've got to buy them essentially. That's what I'm finding. I've got to go and buy contracts, which is very annoying, but that's just the way it goes. You see there, Vitolo's got 1 game left, but we gave Deulofeu his debut in this one. Graham and Austin again up front for us, as they're dynamic duo. They both got goals in the last game. Why not? Why change it when it's so good? You can see there then this chap, Condor Green, Mane, Firmino, Salah, and a very good Premier League side as well. Ericsson in behind with Ozil, Bakayoko. Some very good footballers. The defence and goalkeeper not bad either. But yeah, that Liverpool trio up top, I know how dangerous they are as a Liverpool fan. Would they be dangerous for my opponent today? I guess we'll have to wait and see to find out. Drinkwater, though, plays it off towards Dele Alli, who combines with Danny Graham, back into Dele Alli, slides it forward to Oxlade-Chamberlain. It was a danger on this side, pulls it back across, and there's Charlie Austin on hand to make it 1-0. 15 minutes gone in the game. I go on about them a lot, but Charlie Austin and Danny Graham don't love a goal together. They are celebrating as well. Deulofeu gets involved, not featured so much in the game, but he still wants to get involved with the lads, which I think is good. You can see our crowd there looking very pleased with what they're seeing in front of their eyes. But it's a good move as well. Oxlade-Chamberlain does give us quite a nice option with the way we've got sort of the bigger boys in the bigger boys. That makes it sound like I'm talking about the year 11s. The bigger boys in the middle, the pace out wide. It does work quite nice as a combination. And the question was then, could Condor Green get back into it? Well, at half-time, the answer was no, he couldn't. And he was pausing the game, which I thought was strange considering it was half-time. No need to do that, mate. They paused the game for you. So we got back into it, and Christian Eriksen with his first real chance of the game, really. And look at that for a strike. Not bad, is it? Christian Eriksen, goal of the game, goal of the episode so far, and we'll keep that as a running theme. Salah jumps on his back, looking very pleased with himself. But no, great strike from Eriksen, about 20 yards out. We don't get close enough to him. And it beats the keeper as well. So 1-1. Question was, who was going to make the breakthrough and take the lead? And, well, you can probably guess from the way this highlight is going. Danny Graham and Austin combine once again. Will he pick out his teammate? Well, he will, but not the one you were expecting. Dele Alli from 25. We're getting that's going to be goal of the episode. I've changed my mind. That's goal of the episode so far. And Dele Alli, of course, he's gone from that striking role to a deeper position. 2 headers. Previously, and now he's got himself a lovely goal from distance in this game too. 2-1 then, 67 minutes on the clock. The game certainly wasn't over, but look at this little move. Lovely little link-up play between the 2 strikers, and the ball back to Dele Alli from Austin. I think that deserves as much credit as the finish. In off the post though, always looks quite fancy, doesn't it? Not respecting the equipment, but we've already established that our players not fans of that to begin with. And there we are then, 90 minutes on the clock. Bakayoko launches it forward, and that, my friends, will be that. And a good win for us. 2-1, certainly not to be scoffed at. And yeah, so far the team's performing pretty well. There's been a few question marks on will Danny Graham be able to perform in the upper levels, and admittedly this division perhaps not the upper levels quite yet, but still getting involved, still getting goals. So you can't criticise it just yet. I think we're is it Division 8 now? So we're cruising our way through the divisions, he says. We did get a 2-player pack, a guaranteed rare item in this. You'll notice that Brozovic he's not the rare items. We got this silver player that I thought I'll quick sell, and then figured actually for squad builders and stuff he might be worth something one day. So we'll keep a hold of him for now. But Brozovic, interesting player to bring in. Serie A, of course. Will that be a direction we go in the future? I guess you have to wait to see to find out. And speaking of players that we could bring in, Dele Alli's loan contract was nearly up. Well, not nearly up, but there was a few games left on it. I thought, is he a player that realistically we can afford to bring in? He's been scoring goals for fun, so I thought, right, we'll have to check at his price. We're on that 14,000 mark. Now, you'll notice there, by the way, we're going after Gea at left back. We've got Moreno, but much like in our Cedric signing earlier on, we're looking for a little bit of cover in those areas. So he was a great player to bring in. Spanish connection, of course, on that left-hand side. And, yeah, fits in with what we've got going on. Deulofeu was bought recently. Gea can slot in nicely behind him and provides some nice mix and match cover with Moreno. You can see their contracts, talked about it before, signing contracts, buying contracts. They're 200 a piece. It's a bargain for the rare ones. That was never the case back in the day when I used to play. Honestly, when I used to play like FIFA 12 on Xbox 360, you'd spend hours going for contracts. It'd be very difficult to get them. You can see then Vitolo with his final game for the club on that left-hand side. I don't think it was a player I was likely going to sign. And Daniel Sturridge comes in to partner Danny Graham up front. They've got a decent partnership between them, hopefully. So let's see how it does in this one. Dan's 11 is who we were coming up against. 80 rated squad, 100% chemistry. Salah, Rashford and Son up front, all decent players. The midfield as well. Matic, who I've really enjoyed on this year's FIFA, actually playing on PC. Wijnaldum and Bakayoko. Familiar faces to people that have played this year, as Dele Alli kicks it against the backside of Daniel Sturridge to get things underway. I knew it was going to be a good game even as soon as that happened. You can see then the partnership of Graham and Sturridge combining, and despite Daniel Sturridge's lack of pace, agility-wise, technical ability-wise, very good. You can see hugging it out as well, which is nice to see. But no, he's really good. I was expecting, when I saw his 76 pace, I was like, oh man, you're going to be a problem. But actually, I take it back, Danny. That thought I had, I say Danny. There's only one, Daniel. I don't think he likes to go by Danny. In fact, Danny Sturridge. I've heard that said actually. So maybe I'm wrong after all. Anyway, 1-0 up. I wouldn't say we were cruising, but things were looking good. And then Marcus Rashford, 4 minutes later, said, no, enough of this party that you're having over there with your Dannies up front. I don't know where this has come from, with your Dannies up front. Good goal though, and sort of cut me open, to be honest. It was then late, 90th minute, Daniel Sturridge races through. Here we go, Daniel Sturridge for the, heavens above, it's a foul, and he's been brought down. Soft penalty, in my opinion. Referee, he's telling him to calm down. I'd be furious. If I was that defender there, there'd be swears, let me tell you, 100%. But no, 90, as you can see, 2 minutes of time have been put on there. Look at that. I mean, he does cut across him a little bit. I cannot feel that Mr. Sturridge goes down slightly easy. Shouldn't be complaining. Anyway, there's only one man for the job. It wasn't Santi Cazorla either. It was Daniel Graham. Of course, Daniel changed the Dannies round to Daniel Graham. Danny Graham then. It's Graham to glory. Will he go to glory right now with the last minute winner? Danny. No, he won't. That's not what you want to be seeing, is it? Out of your front man, your big man, the man that you depend upon. And that was it then. The game was over, and Danny Graham had let us all down. And hopefully he'll have a shot of redemption, hopefully in the future. And that did bring us to the end of the episode then. Still got a point. No Michael Keane with the man of the match awarded that one. And 1,400 coins into the bank against Dan's 11. Very even game, to be fair. So a draw, probably a fair result. But 2 games gone, 4 points on the board. And I'll see you next time.